Hello and welcome back to Finished Flies. In this video we're going to be tying a fly that was developed earlier this year for the use on Melvin and Loch Sheelan. The Stimulator, but with a wee twist. What we've been doing, we've decided to incorporate some of the Irish tines into this, and we've come up with a pattern called the Red Arse Stimulator. Stimulator is representative caddis, the stonefly. With a low wing on this one, it's a brilliant fly. It can be used on still fishing or pulled through the waves, which is fairly effective, and hopefully in the next month we're going to be trying this out on the Irish lochs. So without further ado, we're going to be tying the Red Arse Stimulator. So here we go, the tying of the Red Arse Stimulator. What we're going to be using is size 10 B175 camisand hook for tying this fly. The thread I'm going to be using is brown, it's Gutterman thread 8/0, which is fairly fine and good and strong. What we do, we just set up a body of the silk, just beyond the eye, just roughly about 1/16 of an inch from the end of the bend of the hook. What we're using is it's summer elk for the actual tail. So wee bunch of elk here, catch him in, pinch and loop. I usually just bring it forward and come back again. That stops it splaying too much. Once we've got that in, we can remove the waste bits. Once we've got that in, just bind it down good and proper. Now the next thing we're going to tie in, I'm using green UTC wire, lime green. Only reason I'm using this lime green, just adds a bit more reflection to the fly when it's in the water. What we're going to do now is put the red butt on. I think many of you have seen these wee creatures in the shops and at game fairs. Found out this is a brilliant one for using for dubbing. Get these boys, just pull out that there, and you see the material that comes out. Absolutely marvellous. Different colours there for doing the different dubbings. So take a piece of that there, put it up, dub it onto the thread, and what we're going to do is just make a wee green red butt, catch him on there. Next we're going to do my old favourite, the sooty olive. This is the Charlie Hare dyed in picric. Dub that onto the thread. Just bring him up. All you need to do on this one is come roughly 3/4 of the length of the hook. Catch him on there. Once that's on, we're going to put the body hackle. This is blue dun dyed in picric. Catch him on. 4 turns is more than enough. Once you've got him on there, bring your wire through. 4 turns just to secure that on. It also just gives that wee bit of a twinkle of the fly going through the water. Remove the waste. What we're going to do now is to tie the wing. Same thing again, elk hair. Get a slightly bigger bunch of elk hair this time. And this is going to be tied on, just touching the tail of the fly. Hold him, pinch and loop, a couple of loose turns just to catch him like that, then you can tighten it down, bring him back. Don't worry about this all coming up, get that laid down later. Remove all the waste, just bed that in good and proper. What I usually do now, instead of putting the more wire onto this, I put the thread, just olive thread, tie that in, once that's it in there, a bit more of the Charlie here, and what we do is just bring it on. As soon as we get it on, come back just a couple of wraps. That just brings the wing back a wee bit, then forward again. Catch all that in, wrap it down. Any wee bits, you can trim them away. So just tidy the wing. Just check the wing that you're happy enough that it's sitting right. I'm happy with that. Next thing, front hackle. Catch him in. I use between 3 and 4 turns is more than enough. You've got him in there. Just bring your tying silk between the hackles. The tying silk there is more than enough to secure this. Catch him in a couple of turns. Trim off the waist. Just give them a once over. Build up the head. Gentleman contacted me by email a few weeks ago. Asked me how do you actually do the whip finish with your hands. So just a quick demonstration. Bring the thread, 2 fingers together. Bring the thread over, twist it, and what you've done, you've created a number 4. With this here, where the join is, just slide that down to the eye of the hook, run your fingers underneath and just gently doing through. Good thing about hand finishing there is I always find that I get the right pressure, control it a bit better. Once that's done, tie them off, trim your waist. What we do then, give the fly a quick inspection. Yep, happy enough with that. There we go. So that's the Irish version of the stimulator, the red Arse Stimulator. So as we say over here, happy wrappings.